I'm getting so excited that this is my fifth take on this video. Combination of technical problems with the video equipment and just not getting my notes down correctly. Let's see if I get it right this time. Excuse me. Still dealing with a bit of chest congestion when I'm making these videos for some reason. Maybe it's just nerves. I don't know. Maybe it's the hot chocolate. But anyway, coming in at number 26 on my fantasy playlist, up one from 27, an amazing British soul singer. This is now earlier in the countdown I mentioned Fifi Dobson from Canada, who is an amazing singer from up north. She never made it here in America. Was same at number 26, Josh Stone from England. Never made it here in America, but really huge overseas. Josh Stone was Super Duper Love at number 26. This Soul Sessions, her debut album. She came out with about 6 albums. I can't even explain this woman. The voice is just. I was wild when I first heard her in 2004. I was like, gosh, dog it. This is old school soul. She's bringing it back. That old school soul and blues back in the 60s, maybe early 70s. And some of the contemporary soul singers like Jill Scott and Angie Stone, and maybe a little bit of Aretha, Otis, a little bit of Janis Joplin, Josh Stone. Let me give you a few stats on Josh Stone. Youngest British female singer to top the UK singles charts. Won the 2005 Brit Award for Best British Female Artist and Best British Urban Act. I can see that. My goodness, the blues. It's amazing about the Europeans and the British. They encoded our DNA, our musical blues and R&B DNA. They encoded it, and they give it back to us. She should have been much, much bigger here in the States. If it were up to me, she would have been in the top 10 easily. But hey, I'm just Mr. DJ. What can I say? Well, I'll say this. She's worth 10 million pounds as of 2012. And that's equivalent to about, well, I guess in today's currency, maybe around $15 million perhaps. Fifth richest British musician under the age of 30. Josh Stone. Now, let's get started here. 13 years old, she appeared on a BBC talent show called Star for a Night. 13 years old, she did You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman, the Jerry Goffin and Carole King song that was done by Aretha Franklin in 68. And she also covered Whitney Houston's It's Not Right, But It's Okay, which came out in 1999 by Whitney Houston. She did that. Got a deal with S-Curve Records. And, oh my God. You won't believe the talent that chipped in on this album. You won't believe it. She did admit that she was a little intimidated, and I could see why. I was amazed to see who was on this album with her. For one thing, the Soul Sessions was co-produced by Betty Wright. Remember Clean Up Woman back in 1971? Huge soul singer back in the late 60s and early 70s. And it was co-produced by Steve Greenberg, who was the head of S-Curve Records. But working on this album with her was Betty Wright and Tammy Thomas, who had that hit in late 72, early 73, Why Can't We Live Together? Soul singer. And Benny Lattimore, he helped out on this album. Old School Soul. Lattimore had that hit in 1974. Let's straighten it out. Yes. She also worked with Angie Stone, The Roots, participated on this album. I mean, this is an all-star album. I just researched this album a little bit. I'm like, gosh, no. Look at this, man. We got some soul. And this woman's got soul. One of the most underappreciated artists here in America. It's just amazing. The talent that does not make it here in the States. It is friggin' heartbreaking. So it is with Josh Stone. I wonder if she ever tore her hair out thinking, how come I'm not making it in America? But anyway, the song Super Duper Love was originally done by Sugar Billy Garner back in 1975. It was a remake. It's full of soul records. And I guess that's all I got to say. I think I'm done. 6 albums, And I'm trying to remember the first song she came out with, and it blew me away. Super Duper Love was like the second or third, maybe it was the fourth single off the album. Super Duper Love went to number 18 in England. Did very well for her overseas. Well, I made my pitch for Josh Stone. If you like her, if you never heard of Josh Stone, check out her music. Check out YouTube. Listen to her. If you like her, man, just go ahead and buy her stuff, man. I tell you, it's worth it. If you like that blue-eyed soul, man, she's got it. She's got soul right here in her heart, man. Josh Stone, Super Duper Love at number 26 on my fantasy playlist, July 25th, 2004.